Have you ever been in a situation where it's like you're part of a team and you guys accomplish the mission, and then you get done and you wonder if the mission was flawed to begin with? So I had a dream like that last night. If you've ever seen the movie How to Train Your Dragon, it was in a Viking town like that. And Thor was there. And so Thor is rallying everybody together because there's a dragon that we need to get rid of, get out of the town. But the dragon's just kind of not cooperating. It's just not getting riled up. And so there's this idea, there's this thatched roof meeting center, big, large area, but it's cloaked somehow. And so Thor or somebody somehow uncloaks it. And so the dragon just thought it was a bare spot, and now there's a big old thatched roof there. And the thing in this dream is that dragons like to burn up these thatched roof meeting centers, or, destroy them. And so he goes in there, hey, dragon, look at that, check out that. We got a big old thatched roof for you to go ahead and burn up. And so the dragon gets riled up and starts going. And I kind of want to go, the character I'm playing, I kind of want to go see the fight. But I realize it's more important for me to get the waterworks going, because we need to put out the fire as they're slaying the dragon or taking care of the dragon. And so I go with some townspeople over to the side where the water is. It's like, cliff area where the pipes go down into the water and draw it back up. And so I'm turning on those spigots that just have the handle. So like this pipe here, right? Got the waterworks going down into the water. And so I turn on the spigots to make sure that's working, and I tell the other townsperson who's further below, I'm like, hey, you gotta turn on those spigots down there. And he's like, I don't want to go under the water and turn those spigots on. I'm like, there is just under the water, and I can see it from where I'm looking at it. There's like 4 of them. And so he's turning them on, and I'm thinking, oh man, maybe we just want to turn on one of them to get the main hose to go spray that thatched roof while the dragon is burning it up. And but then I see other townspeople coming. They got buckets, and I'm like, oh well, turn on the other spigots as well, because they can be filling up buckets and running over there with buckets of water, and more people bailing it out. So I'm making those decisions, kind of rallying the team towards getting the fire put out, or maybe picking up the pieces might be the metaphor there behind somebody else's go there and get her done and burn it down. So we got to pick up the pieces so the whole mission is accomplished. So then after that happens, the king and the queen return to the town, and they look upset. And there's even this scene where they're kind of like inside their, it's almost like a cylindrical side to the castle, and you see the thing almost reverberating or getting all distorted because their argument inside of it is so animated that it's like distorting the building. So the king and the queen are upset, and there's this funny scene where it's like Thor is coming out to congratulate the people about their bravery and how they accomplished the mission, but he's also sheepishly basically saying, the king and the queen are really pissed about this, but you guys, he's keeping the morale up among his compadres about what they did. It's kind of like if you ever saw the Thor movie Love and Thunder, where they call in Thor to help out, and he destroys all these bad guys that are trying to come against this sacred temple, and then in the end he ends up destroying the whole temple by accident. So the people that hired him to come and save the temple are kind of like a mix of, thanks for getting rid of the enemies, but you destroyed our temple at the same time. It was like that type of feeling if you saw that movie. So back to the dream. Thor's congratulating them. So I had that mix of all those things. It's like in one part, I realize a need that needs to be taken care of, the waterworks, which is part of the whole mission. And then there's this accomplishing a mission that maybe was flawed to begin with. Like maybe the king and the queen knew that you should have just left the dragon alone, like in How to Train Your Dragon, where the main character, forget what his name is, but he's like, why do we have to fight these dragons? Why don't we just befriend them? Maybe something like that. There was a better solution instead of fighting fire with fire. And in my waking life, I'm trying to relate this. I had a conversation. I was in a conversation with 3 other people last night about how to handle another person, and I felt like during the conversation I was being forthright and frank and stating my view very confidently. But I wonder, is there a little twinge of, did I go over the top? Did I convey being too adamant about my position? And at the same time trying to find out how to alleviate the fire with a little bit of water, because water quenches fire. So maybe I should just keep that in mind today as I go forth in this thing that we talked about last night, about maybe not being so hard, or maybe thinking how can we accomplish a mission all together with the help of the people's strengths to get the best result, and walk away with not only the dragon or the problem evicted, but also without doing damage to the town. So that's the dream, and have a great day, and keep dreaming tonight.